Let's share the video.
Yes. Young Fulule. Favorite song of Niba Kante, Young Fulule. Young Fulule, the politician. Young Fulule, the song of Niba Kante. Favorite song. This is Obi Table. We are discussing politics today. We focus on the Republic of Liberia. Oh wow, oh wow, wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook Live. The single guest. This is Obi Table. To all our followers, we apologize again for coming late. I'm in studio with Nyan Nadat Fulule. Chairman will be joining anytime soon. If you are in and out of this Obi Table, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Phoenix, Arizona, Maryland, the United States of America. We're going to be talking about Liberia. Liberia General President election comes October 10, 2023. It's getting heated in Liberia. We have to discuss the issue. Last weekend, we were talking about the statement of Prince White Johnson. And this weekend, we're also going to be spreading our tentacle towards the citizen election. The citizen kind of launched their election. Yeah, they had a crowd, but we'll be discussing that. And the statement from the president of the Republic of Liberia, President George Weah. We'll also discuss that. I'm here with Young Fulule. Young Nadat Fulule will be telling us some stuff in Liberia because he's been on True FM. Young Fulule have been all over the place. Young Fulule is a true politician, a true revolutionary. Fulule, favorite song Niba Kante. I'm glad to be a friend with a true politician. Young Fulule. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Young Fulule looking too young to do. What's going on? Young Fulule.
Be talking while we share the video.
Yeah, share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. Share the video. Share the video, share the video, share the video. Wherever you are in Maryland, the Republic of Liberia, Maryland, Republic of Liberia, Masorado, Magibby, Lofa Kante, Bon Kante, Sando Kante, Niba Kante. Yes, yes. Yes. Share the video, share the video, share the video. We are discussing Liberia election. Every 6 years, Liberia election is every 6 years. If you don't know, Obi Tebe is telling you. If you don't know, the election is this year. October 10, 2023, it's Liberia General Presidential election. That's why we are marking them closely to discuss the issue. Comes October 10, 2023, we're going to be having our new president. Will it be Joseph Boakai? Will it be the Cuban, George Weah, or Alexander Cummings? Tawan Gongolo. Who knows? Who knows God? God knows. He knows everything. We say you gotta vote wisely in Liberia. So we need change. We need economic change. We need political change. If you follow closely the GDP of Liberia, you'll be ashamed for yourself as a Liberian. So that's why we have to follow these things closely. It's not about because you are enjoying the country. It is because you love the country. That's why we urge you to vote wisely. We need economic change. Mr. Bulula,
Yes, sir.
after the meeting, I'll be asking some questions
Hmm.
so you can tell people what on your mind. And then Chairman going to join us soon. Then we start discussing openly. Thank you very much. OP table, OP table, OP table. Share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. We are broadcasting from Indianapolis, Indiana. We are broadcasting from Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, we have a studio. We got a studio in Indianapolis, Indiana. If anybody want to join the discussion, you can just send a comment. Where are you? So we can discuss this. This issue is for all Liberians. It's not just us in studio. You can join us. The number to call will be 317-717-1162. Thank you very much. Young Fulula,
Yes, sir.
while we await the honorable chairman, Fulula, I know you have some stuff on your mind, but you can introduce yourself as well. Introduce yourself, and then it will be followed by what on your mind. Then we can start discussing while waiting for the chairman.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you so much. I want to tell the listeners, please help us share the show. Share the show to all the platforms that you are on. My name is Nyan Volula, coming live to you from the greatest cities of Indianapolis, Indiana. And we are here today again to look deeper into the Liberia election. The elections is very crucial to all of us heart, whether you are on ground or you are in the diaspora. The election, we are all following the election very critically because whatever decision that will be made in Liberia is all of our decision. So it is upon all of us to come on here and it is upon all of us to come on here and educate one another as to how we vote. We need to vote very wisely, and because the next 6 years is not a small years to just jeopardize the country or to give the country to people that don't mean business, to people that don't mean well for the country. So that's why we are here. We'll be here all of the time to to put our 1 cent into the election process in Liberia. And also, what on my mind is while we think about Liberia election, we also here thinking about ULA election. ULA is the all over Liberian organization in the United States, and ULA have been one of those organizations that really put Liberia government foot to fire to be able to do the right thing for Liberia. But for the past 2 years, under the current leadership of Eula have lost her credibility, her substance, and her space in the Liberian politics, in the Liberian body politics in Liberia as a whole. Why am I saying that? Eula took the current leadership when they sold the right of Eula to the current government. What I mean, sold the right of Eula, they went and took bribe from the current government, the George Weah led government, so that they cannot say anything against the government. When our brothers and sisters are dying in Liberia, there have been no statement from UDA to condemn the government to look into it. When the country resources are being looted in Liberia, Eula have been dormant. Eula have been very mute. Eula have not been, talking anything against those government or pressuring the government to take actions to address the citizen concern. So As we are getting prepared also to go to the ballot by in America here to elect new leadership within UDA, conscious, appealing to the conscious minds of our Liberians, all ULA members, all delegates that will be assembling in Philadelphia, the brotherly love, the city of the brotherly love, to show some love to ULA by voting right, by taking out the current leadership and bringing in new leadership into that will bring some substance to ULA. The ULA of Edding time, when Eddie Name was in America here, the Yuda of Charles Taylor time, when Charles Taylor was around, the Yuda that gave the rise to Charles Taylor, when the Yuda of Thomas Kuyang past that time, this is not the Yuda we are seeing right now. The Yuda that we read about when Yuda was funding some of were not born, but we read about the past leadership that I just talked about of Yuda. Yuda took some drastic stance against Liberia government for them to do the right thing for the citizens of Liberia. But since then, we are seeing you that have been very dominant, especially under this current leadership, taking $100,000 from the current government as a bribe of not talking anything against them. This is not what we should stand for. UDA, UDA should be one of those organizations that should have some development in Liberia as well. Why should we why should George we government should even think about fixing uh the invincible park? That park should have been undertaken, that project should have been undertaken by Yula as one of the greatest organization in the United States. There is no park in Liberia that our children can play to during Christmas, during July 26, during November 29. So Yuda have been very much inactive. Yuda have been very much uh, uh, in bed with the government, and they are not being proactive in Liberia to do something that Liberian will benefit from. When government come into Yula, when leadership, when we elect leaders into Yula, they only there for their own name, for them to yet create their own name to seek political office in Liberia. So that's why on my mind today, as we are getting prepared on the 16th, next Saturday we'll be electing new leadership into Yula, and I'm appealing to the conscious minds of our Liberians here, as we are doing in Liberia on ground. We should be an example in the diaspora. Yuda should be an example. Yuda should be a stand-alone organization that will speak when they speak. The government of Liberia should stand on their toes and say, yes, the people are speaking. But it's not like that right now.
Yeah,
So that's why on my mind right now, my dear brother. Thank you.
yeah, you're on top. I will call you back to put you on. Yeah, thank you very much, Yanni Folula. We await the chairman, Chairman Joseph Zigazagasa Jr. We await you. You are here. Thank you very much. Chairman, what's on your mind? Introduce yourself and what is on your mind.
It's good to be back here with you guys. It's a good thing that we are here today, Saturday. We have been seeing what's happening in Liberia. We saw the political rally. We saw CDC coming to town, or CDC showing strength, and that's a very important thing for us to pay attention to. Because prior to that rally, people used to think that Josh Weah is still unpopular. But I think this week we saw something that people will have to go back and study better. He's still popular. Is he capable of winning re-elections? We have to see. We have to see. One thing about the Liberian people, sometimes, it's hard to predict them. They are very unpredictable. I mean, whatsoever they want to do, whoever they want to put in for the next 6 years, we all have to agree to that. That's their choice, and that's the choice of every one of us, because we are all Liberians, even if we vote or not. And then Mr. Yan is part of EULA. He spoke about EULA, and that's very important for us to pay attention to that as well, because EULA, for the past few years, EULA really been riding some privilege and been enjoying the government. So it's a good thing that they're going to bring some change to EULA. We need to see that, and it should not just be about few people just getting together and just benefiting from government or just holding position. If you want to hold position and want to be a part of an organization, you should be able to do things back home for people to at least enjoy, or you should be able to impact your community back home, not just to be running over here with a position. But that's the few things on my mind. It's good to be back with you guys. It's good to be back here again on Open Table or wherever you are listening from. We say Liberia, Africa, Europe, Australia, the United States, wherever you are listening from. We say thank you for listening to Open Table. Over here, we'll be speaking our minds and doing so without fear, no favor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. I think what Jan said about the 100K is right.
Yep, 100K. The
100K,
200K.
100K. That's too much. That's too much. We can be taking bribe. That's wrong. Yula, there's a caveat. I know the president or the chairman, whoever. I don't know how to call it, but you have to take
Sheikh
in.
Kamara.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to these things. We in the diaspora, the people look up to us to make critical decisions for the people in Liberia. You like cannot be in America. Even though I don't have the dossier, I don't have the evidence, but there's a representative to ULA from Indiana, Nyan Volule, giving all the breaking news. We Obitable, we didn't have that information, but Nya is a panelist on this show, and he also part of ULA, and he giving the information to the people of Indiana and that of the people of the world and the people in Liberia as well. So this is something that we gotta discuss. This I think we have to have a specific show for this. I will have to contact the current president of ULA to appear on this show to answer some questions because the Liberian people, because that alone making ULA to be non-credible, because we talk about credibility, we talk about leadership. So if you are taking bribe from a political party, from the government, CDC, not to expose some stuff comes, I mean, with the election process that is going on in Liberia. We take great exception to that because we believe in transparency, accountability, and that of good governance. And if we are in the diaspora making poor decision to our electoral process, and that does not represent us in the diaspora. That's why we are here. We are the light, like the way they have the Universal Liberia looks in Tenebris. We are the light in darkness in America to the people in Liberia. So we should make better decisions. That's why we have ULA. So we cannot sit here and allow these things be happening. Nyafula, thank you for pointing these things as these are things that we need to be discussing. It is very prudent enough to get an open table, and we'll soon be opening. After some discussion, we'll open the line because people have to come in and check in and get some information and give their quota when it comes to this discussion that we are having on open table. But what introduction in the game, my name is John Ziakoy, coming in the greater SYZ. I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. And another thing is shout out to Amos Tuer. Amos Tuer, you are in district number 15. You are one of the representatives that is running in that district. Amos Tuer, kudos to you. You are doing well. You are on the ballot. You are running as one of the aspirant representative in district number 15. I say thank you very much. My childhood friend, you are doing well. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Come to October 10 and we're going to be the victor. We will come and visit and we will be in the Capitol building. Thank you very much. Like I have the ball rolling. Honorable Chairman, CDC had a big launching program in Liberia. This I had never seen the crowd like that since this election. CDC put up something that I have not seen. Even though I got afraid, but the race is unto the swift. We will launch as well. But how you look at the crowd of CDC, and then Jawia also came my next statement. So how you look at the CDC right now in Liberia?
Mr. Chairman, you want me to play the statement first? to
You
the
can yeah, you can play
to
the
the to the
statement, then I will. Yeah, you can play the statement, then I will just speak on everything.
Okay. Can you give me a minute? Let me share it real quick.
You know what I'm saying? We are human magnet. Why? Human magnet. Says Joshua, the young boy that made sure that the people go to school in the country. The young men are in refugee camps, helping people. The young men are disarmed. Even disarmed the Joseph Boaka when you're in Lofa Defense Force. It's a young man there today. You know what I'm saying? The people that will disarm the people coming make nausea. But again, the Liberian people are showing. Let them come outside and do the same thing that we did. Let's see. If they go back buses and how they call it, how they call it. No. The people have love for this party because it's the people party. Today is the Blue Revolution Day. You know what I'm saying? We are 80 years old. May 30th. I remember I was the stand-up bearer 2005, May 30th, they gave us our lesson. You know what I'm saying? Today we are 80 years old. Today I was the stand-up bearer. Every document. So I know we are the young men are disarmed. Even disarmed the Joseph Boaka when you're in Lofa Defense Force. It's a young man there today. You know what I'm saying? The simple.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, you can go ahead.
Now you can take it out.
Yeah, I'm taking it down.
Yeah. Well, I will try to be fair when I try to speak on that video. To be frank, first of all, he's right that he is a human magnet. I mean, anyone trying to doubt that is up to them. I mean, you expect that. Just where is a celebrity. I mean, he is. I mean, they say Salinsa is the most celebrated star whatsoever, but I think George Weah is the most popular celebrity from Liberia, and that's a fact. And that's why when you see people like that involving themselves into politics, you have a very tough battle to unseat them. He is on human magnet. He is a human magnet. Now, with his, I would want to call it allegation, with the allegation about this with the allegation about taking guns from Joseph Boyka in Lofa Defense Force. This is not the first time someone mentioned Joseph Boyka being in Lofa Defense Force. I think US said that. Now, is it true? That we don't know.
He was a major there. It is true. It's factual.
Yeah, you can't just listen to the chairman. Go
Wait,
ahead.
let me.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, Chairman. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think that's your opinion. Let me move with mine, and then you can come in. You already said that, and then George Weah is saying this now, and so I'm a little bit skeptical about why they are saying this now, because the thing about it is, if you knew Joseph Boyka was part of Lofa Defense Force, you sat with him for so long, you didn't tell us. George Weah, now you are making that allegation, saying that you take arm from Joshua Boyka hand, but you ran against him 2017. You didn't say that. They said because now that your back is against the wall, that you see that he is making some gains and he's trying to put you into the attack rate, so you are trying to come out with some of these allegations. And that for me, I think is a very big allegation, because the people around Joseph Boyka, they are running and preaching the gospel about the fact that the man is an integrity icon. He's a good man, and you are talking about taking arms from his hand. We all understand like how damaging the war was to Liberia and to Liberians, because the fact of it, the war we are still up to this date seeing what's happening from the war. Though the arms and the guns are no more, the arms, the guns, and the war and all the other things that have been happening, they are no more. We are still into a little bit of a gray area. So when you start to make these allegations about Joseph Boyka being part of Lofa Defense Force, he is the standard bearer of UP. 2017, he ran against you. You didn't tell us. Maybe Ellen can chime in or say something about that, but I know she won't speak on that because I just look at it as a political point. He's trying to score political point. I'm thinking he's trying to give the people something to talk about. I understand that they made mention of Joseph Boyka being part of Lofa Defense Force. But then again, you spoke on there when Joseph Boyka said something about Ure. You guys cannot have this information and be using it at the time that you guys are like a little bit in a corner. When you guys are a little bit corner and you think that Joseph Boyka is attacking you and he's making gains and all the things that you guys try to say out there. So put out the information. Like John Dare say, will give us some facts. I mean, we gotta see facts. We can just listen to his mouth and then believe that it's true that he took arms from Joseph Boyka. So I just look at it as just another political tactic, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. If it is true, that's my opinion.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, do you have anything on that note?
Go ahead, SYZ. Why I look for Joseph Boyka major in the army picture, so we can show it. Go ahead. I want
Man,
to
you
find
just
it.
show a fake picture here, a video.
No, if the man trying to bring some evidence, it's okay. The evidence
Go
that
ahead, follow that. Go
yeah,
ahead. But this is
Yeah,
issue.
go ahead, make
This is
a.
issue. You know, I don't think the Cubans should be using this politics. 2017, they don't use that politics. Now it is 2023. You are coming out saying that Joseph Boyka is a rebel leader. He disarmed him. I think when we talk about Lofa Defense Force, let me throw a little light. We should be talking about French Massacre who are hailing the truth. That's what I know. I never heard one day that Joseph.
Yeah, there. The man got a major hat on his face. So
My
you want
man,
to tell me?
anyone, Volula, there's the issue. That anybody can do that photo and make that thing up.
No, my man. That be fair.
Now.
That be fair. Joseph Boyka was part of the Lofa Defense Force and was major there.
Volula, you have never said this on this show.
The records are there. The records are there.
Volula, hold on, let me speak. Take that thing down.
Go ahead.
Please take that one down. The issue here, let me be very audacious. George Weah should worry about his vice president, who husband brought revolution to our country. We're not even discussing that issue. We're not discussing Madam Taylor. Charles Taylor is well known that he brought revolution to our country. Today, you see some of our graduating from college at this type of age. It's not going to be like that. I should have been like probably 20 years when I graduated from college. But look at that. We're not discussing that. We're not even mad. It's okay. It's a past. But now, George, we want to score a political. We want to have a political score or political point. Then you come out with these lies against our incoming president. We say no to that. You cannot be discussing things that will have little effect on the election. Say the truth. We understand that what he said about him being a human magnet, there's no doubt. I mean, where? I know these things. The only reason why we want to remove George is because of the too many corruption. In the world, there's no country is free from corruption. But Liberia is just rampant. It's just too much. And his government had no control. Why can one man be taking, like say, almost 10 million, put it in his own bank account? Who does that? Which other country have ever done things like that? So he want to do these things to score political points so that the Liberian people gravitate towards him to say comes October 10th, 2023, we're going to vote George Weah. George Weah, Liberian people are tired with you. They are resolved. There is no way you can convince the man of the downtrodden masses who have been struggling, who eat gari for dinner. who have not even eaten over the past 2 or 3 days, you think that person going to stay in that country and vote you for the second term? The country is at a stage wherein people cannot even afford. We know the economy is hard. We understand we live in a diaspora. We understand that these things happen even here. Gasoline prices going up on a daily basis. We understand that. And Liberia being a tier one country, we know it's going to be difficult. But at least the country resources, even though it cannot be distributed equally, but at least partially, a little bit, let the people take pay. But you are not even addressing that issue and then bringing allegations that Joseph Walker is a rebel. I take big exception to that. And I know very well that George Weah, who have his running mate, Madam Taylor, the Liberian people are not even concerned about discussing rebel right now. We are discussing about how we're going to get rid of George Weah comes October 10, 2023. He shouldn't leave the topic and start attacking individuals. Let you go run a campaign instead of attacking people. I don't think it's not prudent enough to say these things as a president, bringing division in the election, bring allegation. The allegation have no true iota. Why should we even listen to these things? But because we have to discuss these things to the Liberian people, that's why we come and sit here and discuss them. But I don't think it was prudent enough for a president to be discussing things like that, calling another person at disarm you. If you listen to this man, the representative Koluba said, Yeke Koluba said, even the CDC presidential candidate, the president, it was part of model. So we're going to believe that as well. These are allegations. So until I can see the
So,
fact,
so that's your first time hearing that city, George Weah supported model. Of course, he did.
the issue is I have not seen evidence. How am I going to just believe somebody saying stuff? I did not see evidence. I have never seen it, so I'm not going to support that. I don't take gossip. I discuss facts. And that's what made me very different from other politicians and other reporters. So I think I don't want to monopolize this show. Mr. Vulula, Honorable Chairman, if you got any other thing,
I got
then
something.
after
That's me.
when Chairman speak, you speak, then we can open the line. I
No,
don't know if was calling, I had to tell him to wait.
no, Yan can go ahead. Then I will say
That's
what.
me.
Yeah, go ahead, Vulula.
You know, gentlemen, let us be fair to ourselves. The crowd that we saw in Morovia a few days ago, about 2 days ago, right? On
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah,
Yeah. Liberian people know what they want this come around. I will tell you that. Liberian people understand that the only way they will eat some of their money that George we are packaging for themselves, George we are and his gang are packaging for themselves, the only way they will eat some of their money is to behave, we get something called all the food and gain wisdom. That's what happened in Liberia a few days ago. Since they put money in front, the people came out and collected their money. They put money in front. I think everywhere you could see people were demonstrating for their money. Pimping boys were demonstrating for their money, their pays and stuff. Everywhere after that whole rally. Liberian people at the end of the day, I trust them. I'm not giving up on Liberian people. With what I saw, it's not something for me, for all of us here to give up and say, oh, Georgia have won the election. I talk with Liberian people all of the time. I do phone calls every day. I will tell you, I do more than probably 20 to 25 phone calls every day, different people in Liberia. I know what the people want. I know the people are resolved and they will speak at the ballot box few days or weeks from now. We get about 1 month, about 2 weeks from now. The people will be speaking at the ballot box. Let the crowd, don't be carried away by the crowd. George Weah, saying he played fool out of the people are ready to play fool out of him too as well. That's what happened on Wednesday. About Joseph Boakai being part of Lofa Defense Force, folks, don't dispute that it is a fact. He was a major. Joseph Boakai was a major in Lofa Defense Force.
Major,
Major Joseph Boakai. Have you not heard that before?
my
Start,
man. That man is it can be major. Do that thing. That's
he was
allegation.
a major. Have you not heard that before?
My man,
Major
I'm not
Joseph
necessarily,
Boakai.
man.
I just show you
I
the
I heard
picture.
that before. I heard that
I
before.
just show you the picture. He had a major hat on his hair. That
But
picture
like,
is
don't buy
that
that. That's
picture.
it.
That particular picture is not adopted. It's not. You can see it. You can see the quality of that picture. It's not Jenna picture. It's not 2023. It's not even the 21st century picture. You can see that.
Fully, I can make you general right now on my
Yeah.
computer. So the
No,
people gonna say you're a
no.
general.
I'm telling you, if you see the quality of that picture, you will definitely know it's not today picture. It's not Photoshop picture. You know
Okay,
that.
from today you are general.
So
Yeah, fully there.
let's be fair,
From
yeah.
the video as well.
And going to the Unity Party as well. Unity Party, they lying to themselves as well. Today we crying that Joseph or Josh Weah, he's doing this. Josh Weah, he have forgotten the people. The economy is high. Where that started from? From Joseph Boakai. Josh Weah, there was a foundation that Josh Weah stepped on. And that foundation came from Joseph Boakai and his people. They sat right there. Joseph Boakai came and told us that he had nothing to do with the 66 Booker concession, 66 or company that should have come and gave our people jobs. 66 company that should have come and developed low contest that those companies should have been established. He sat there. 66 of those concession, the envelopes that those people or collected, it passed through Joseph Boakai office and it was delivered by Joseph Boakai to the senators. Why? How did I know that? Those or Estada Meta, when Estada Meta came in, Estada Meta share pickle or brand new pickle on all the senators. How do you think if the pickers or Estada Meta can get pickers to those senators, what went to the vice president and the president at that time? You
You
can't
have
tell
to,
me say
you have to
you
tell
cannot
us.
tell me say Joseph Boakai didn't collect anything when the senator was collecting something. You can't tell me that.
I'm
We're not
telling you now,
stupid yet.
he
The,
did not.
the, the wars, we're not stupid yet. We're not stupid yet. It's not, Liberian people eyes are open. And those things, Liberian people are taking it to the body bus. Liberian people want real change. And the real change is showing in Bapodu. It's showing in Bapodu the past 3 days. Edis Kumi's been there. And today is showing in bombing. The
Thank
people are
you.
resolved.
Thank you
The,
very
the
much.
silent majority will speak at the body bus. Liberia is not Morovia, where every day UP will get up and go in one district and shoot people in one type or football field. They say they get it people. We get people in Sekempa, we get people in Bokonyima, we get people in Tapeta, we get people in Grand Jida, Grand Crew that you're not showing. When you come here and say the people are resolved, who are the people? Are you talking about supporters of Cummings too? They are resolved for Joseph Boakai. So let us be very careful how we go into this election. And this election, it will be of surprise. It's different than every other election in the past. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman.
Yeah. Let's speak on a few things here. To be frank, Liberia is a very tribal country. Like every county, like every tribe. Look, everyone will cling to that tribe. Like will try to defend that tribe. Like the Nimba County people will do the same thing. The people from Maryland, maybe like few people, like few tribes, maybe They are doing so in a very moderate fashion, like but like the people from Lofa, look at me, the people from Lofa, they are very trouble. People from Nimba, way more trouble. So if you see people like all these tribalistic or people running around with all this type of politics, I mean, it will make sense. But let's talk about Joseph Boyka. If it is true, the allegation, if the allegation is true, Joseph Boyka is from Lofa. The people from Lofa suffer more during the war.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a need to protect that side of Liberia. If you and anyone else living in that particular side of Liberia see rebels coming from Guinea, always destabilizing you guys, doing all this, you guys will try to pull up a fight. And that's like in America, like when World War II, they started enlisting a group of young men to go and fight the war. That's how they went to fight the World War II because they're very patriotic. It's the same thing with the people from Lufa. So if indeed the allegation, the picture is true that he was a major or whatsoever, he was doing so because he did because of
It's
his
not a bad thing, but
and he
why
was
they are divine denying it?
He was doing so because he's supposed to. I'm saying if, and that's a big if. If it is true, he was doing so because, again, as a leader or a young man, there is an obligation to your people. You have to protect them, and that is okay. But I don't want to sit there and believe that George Weah disarmed Joseph Brecker because the local defense force we are talking about, it was way before George Weah became a peace ambassador. Joseph, George Weah became peace ambassador after the recent war. Is that the recent war? That's when UN used him to disarm people, right? It was like
When Chancellor left.
the
The
war,
2003 war.
yeah, the war with Charles Taylor. By that time, I don't believe that Joseph Boyka anywhere near gonna trying to fight like I don't. I might be wrong. So for Weah to tell us that he took arms from Joseph Boyka, that is laughable. But then again, you see, this is politics. It's part of the rules of the game. Sometimes you try to put out things over there to keep your opponent or your opposition or the opposition on the defense, and they'll try to pay attention to this thing. I wouldn't pay attention to it if I was UP. I mean, if I'm part of UP, I'll keep it rolling because the thing he's saying is not making sense. Because Joseph Boyka at the time, you can talk about Lofa Defense Force. That was like around 1994, 1990. I mean, I'm too young, but maybe if SYZ want to help me, but I know it was way back there in the 90s, or maybe it is like 94, something like that.
Yeah.
We are, that was like 2003, 2004, 2002, around after the last Taylor War. So we should say somewhere. And look, we should be talking to the Liberian people based on substance. What can you do for the people? What can you do?
Yes.
Look, for so long, 6 years, we can beat on UP for 12 years, but for 6 years, 6 years, you're supposed to be telling the people what you did for them and what you do better for the next 6 years. Not to be running over here and throwing other people jab and other people like nonsense. I call it nonsense because you are not running a campaign based on substance. You got to be talking about how can you change the life of the people in the market, the youth. How can you change things for the elders up in Lofa, Nimba, and Granjida? Like for so long, this politics about crowd, this politics about because I love this person, the politics about this. We need to change the narrative. We are not talking politics based on substance. We keep running around yelling all over the place and not paying attention to the people that are actually discussing small the ideas and the change that they want to bring. We're not paying attention to them. That's why when we go down to the battle, we make the mistake again, then we all sit for another 6 years because we should be doing politics simply based on substance to change the lives of people around you. That's why you should be a politician, not to be over here talking nonsense and that is long gone, long gone. You shouldn't be talking about that. And yeah, said comments were in Bapulu or whatsoever. I didn't follow that. But if he's going to Bapulu and all this place,
We were in Bowater side this morning. Bowater side.
okay,
The Bowater side market
all
this
right,
morning.
that's good politics.
We have a caller
All right, go
in the
ahead.
phone on.
Yes.
Hello, Tony Gavler. Yeah, the pioneer, you're welcome on the table.
Yep. How are we doing today? I'm glad to be live.
Yeah, we are also happy that
I
you're.
enjoy this platform. My attention has been drawn to the statements made by Jan Purule, the son of Nubakati.
Yeah.
I want Jan to understand he and his 7% group that the Honorable Joe Walker, if he was ever a general or mayor, whatever rank he assigned to him, I have listened to over 200 former combatants who appeared to the TRC. None of them made mention of Joseph Walker as being part of their platoon or battalion, whatever military unit they want to assign.
Yeah.
And besides, how you came in, I'm on the phone. Besides, George Weah can pay all his achievements, not accusation. Let George Weah get off what he has done, and those things you should be the one that we should use to vote him back into power. Then accuse him Walker falsely. All right?
Yeah.
And besides, you found in Liberia politics is different. Tribalism will never be all Liberia politics. In America, they're still black and white. We cannot change that. They say no way is a song. We cannot change that. So when a man is supporting his tribe, they say, be with your kind. Why should I go support a tribal person like Nina? I don't want to say Gio or Mano? And I'm wondering, what am I going to participate into? What am I going to contribute? All right? So the issue today on the ground, we should be talking about the ground, but the issue not putting finger is always accusing. He should be on the defense. He should be promoting his agenda. He promised the people too many things. Has he delivered any? Why he has not? So it's unfortunate that Yang will sit in there and talk about Walker did this and Walker did that. We're all proof.
All right. I got a question for Tony Giffler.
Yeah. Tony Gavler, you have a question for Jan Volole?
Yes.
What is the achievement that for the so more years or government officials is running on today that Joseph Boakai? What is it? What is Joseph Boakai achievement that he's running on today?
I love that. The peace, okay? The smooth transition that Walker was part of, that's an achievement. And you talk about a fellow Messiah getting a pickup. Walker was just an overseer of what the Senate did. In the event of star breaking, he breaks it. He could not stop anything. The Senate was elected. Those you elected were the one that decided what passed and what does not pass. Walker was not charged to choose it. So, if you think the Senate did wrong, why did you guys vote previously 3 times? If you think the Senate did wrong, there are a lot of senators and representatives that you guys voted, and they are the biggest decision maker. The vice president is just an overseer. So, back to our point. Back to answer yours. The peace you are enjoying together that brought you up to power was being protected by the vice president and the government that he worked with. Does that satisfy the answer?
No. Go ahead.
I will respond. Go ahead.
Okay, that's your point. Walker was receiving a paycheck. All right? And Walker could not use a paycheck to go build a road to Lima or to Vonema. There's a fund, there's a budget for local county development fund, not Walker money or depending on. He has family. He has to live. So when you talk about what has he done, you have to check his job description. What was he there for?
Uh,
That's what
uh,
I'm saying.
I have a
Mr.
question.
Gifler, Mr. Gifler, can I say something real quick before you leave?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know that Prince Johnson, not as a vice president but as a senator, pressure Mana Eddie Johnson Sirleaf to build a road from Red Light to Guinea border in Ganta? Do you know that? Why Joseph Boakai would not have done that?
That pressure and previously recommended and saw the form that hey, let's do this. He did not pressure him into nothing.
So why Joseph Boakai did not recommend?
Okay, listen. What was his job description? Yeah, I could become a prison delivery man. I come to your house, there's a fire. If my offer that's above and beyond, but I was not prepared to help extinguish the fire. I keep the bureau pizza. All right, you can't hold me that hey, you keep the bureau pizza, there was a fire, you did not extinguish it. That was not my purpose of coming to your house.
Mr. Anthony Gavler, it's okay to say Boakai failed the local county people. That's fine because Prince Johnson as a mayor senator could carry road to Nimba County. Boakai as a
Listen, not because Joseph we are here. There are all the Liberians who are not in government are doing things over there that government officials are not doing. Does that mean that they are more than doing the people are doing it? All right? Joseph Boakai was walking the far line of the job description. Okay? So I don't know why reason Prince Johnson if he ever did. If he ever did, I have not seen no prediction about that. But if he ever did, I do not know that real. For what I know about the vice president and the government, he did it. Palufa Council has a legislative focus. They discuss development matter. There's a special fund in Lufa Country. There's a Palufa Country development. Where are those funds? That's what the defense should be asking their senators and their representatives.
Thank you, Mr. Gavler. Before you go, I have a question for you. It's a comparison. Can you, on your scale from 1 to 10, how do you grade the CDC-led government that of Banastali-led government that Joseph Boakai was part of?
It is unfortunate that I will even try to put it side by side. All right? It's like you put a white and black together and say, what's the differentiation? It's not possible. All right? The CDC government has failed miserably. Today, the prophecy said they are in their today. All right? That a guy with a top belly, a guy with some hair will make some beer, will go up there. He has not presented one reason why the man should re-elect him. Not one reason. Okay? He's the man that hold the key. He said he was the fixer. They gave me him for 6 years. Instead, we move forward, we're moving backward, and we are moving past where heading even better. Okay? Look at the security system. A 2 case of former presidents got murdered, yet investigation is inconclusive. Trust me, it as much as Barack children are younger. If car hit Barack dollar car, even if it is heard or not, it becomes a national issue, and that now Brown will be persecuted. If all they are in the world, they will pay the full weight. But you're talking about 2 former presidents, key president Karen got killed. Nothing.
Had Joseph Boakai ever issued a statement on those things?
Thank you.
Was there any arrest here?
Mr. Gavler,
Yeah.
Mr. Gavler, thank you very much. You can call back later so we can discuss that. You can call back later if you get anything. You can call back. Thank you very much. That was the voice of Anthony Gavler. He hails from Lufa County and he lived in Indianapolis, Indiana. Anthony Gavler is making a point that he's saying that there should be the Liberian people should vote Joseph Boakai, and that's why he's saying that's why he said. But you're not trying to dispute what the old man is saying. You know, these are people with wisdom. They come to tell you how the country has been running, and they have to say these things because we need a positive change for the Liberian people. You know, looking at the economy right now, the economy is bad off in Liberia. The poorest country I can say in the world is Liberia, and we have to change. We have to change these things. And like the chairman talking about tribal politics, For me, I don't support tribal politics. It's not because I hail from Lower County. As a matter of fact, I belong to a different tribal group, uh, with that of Mr. Walker, who belongs to another one. I'm not discussing tribal politics, and I'm against that. I'm against tribal politics. The issue is we want positive change for Liberian people, and the way forward for Liberian people now, we can't be doing the same old thing. We cannot be with the same CDC that is causing problem for us in Liberia.
Then we
So
should get rid of Joseph Boakai too. If we can't do the same way.
The Liberian people are resolved. They said we want the old man. We don't care how old he is. We want him. Just as the American people sat down, they said they want an old man as well. And we see what's going on, and the country is moving forward. That's what happened. So when the Liberian people tell you this is the old man we want, this is the change, why can't we go with the change? It's a positive change. I don't support tribal politics. I'm not going to subscribe to politics of tribal people to say because this man hails from local country, that's why I'm supporting him. Shall not do that. But I see the logic. I see the positive change that is coming to Liberia. I see the economic change that the people are going to benefit. And with the CDC, George, where you serve yourself almost for 6 years. What have you done? Your campaign message should be based on, I have done this. But you cannot come as a sitting president and attacking individual, a candidate like you. What is on your platform? That's what you discuss.
Let me ask you one question. Let me ask you one question. Why are you talking about positive change and all stuff? So let me just make this in this case for you to understand it this way. Okay, you are in a relationship with a woman. Let's say you guys are married and whatsoever, and you divorce this woman and you move on to the next woman. You marry the next woman. So the second woman that you just married and she's doing wrong and she's not meeting up to your expectation, will you divorce your current wife and go back to your ex, or will you move forward to another alternative?
I don't go back to X.
Okay, so we can go back to UP.
Hold on. UP.
So,
hold on.
Solve the problem.
Ask me a question. You ask me question.
Okay.
You said I will go back to X. I will not, shall not, ever go back to X. That's
okay.
You're speaking about language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So listen, but this UP is not an X. That's one of the things you answer in politics.
Of
You
course,
guess
he's
what?
X.
So listen,
X.
do you
You
want
guess
us
what?
to create political party every now and then? Because we say, okay, so why is it a Democrat is ruling out in America?
It's not the same people.
No. You said don't go back to your ex when it comes to politics.
It's a two-party system.
Yeah, but then why we can't just stick
Even though they have two major parties, even though they have the Libertarian and whatsoever, it's the two major parties.
That identical narrative that you brought.
Follow the history, it's always Democrat or Republican, Republican or Democrat. That's it.
But that's only two. You either be Republican or Democrat. So in Liberia, with the same multi-party system, we have over 20. Right now, we have 20 in the race. So if CDC, okay, so why should we go with CDC now? CDC is there, so the gun says yes. So
we're not saying you should go with CDC.
Nobody's saying you should go with CDC. What I'm saying is, for you to talk about change and changing system and things, you cannot go with the people you rejected 2017. 2017, you saw nothing in the 2017. Nothing will be in the 2023. Nothing changed.
2017, the Liberian people, when like Joria saying, it's a magnet. He said, I'm a human magnet. So the people felt because he's a celebrity, he plays soccer with all his teeth, with his bag and all, he scored goals. The people felt the way he scored goals, and how he going to score politics. And that's not how it looked. I told them, I said, no, you cannot, the first mistake that people made to bring a celebrity in a race. Who does that? Why is it we can be Robert Kennedy president for the Republic for America because he's a celebrity? We don't do that. Why is it that Usher Raymond can be the president of America? We cannot do that. You cannot put a celebrity in a race.
Let me,
That's the first error to make.
let me say something here.
Let me address your question. That's the first
man,
error to put Jawia.
we
And the
need to
people
move
who
further.
gravitated towards him so much, they make him the president. And what happened? He failed the Liberian people. Jawia failed the Liberian people, to be honest.
Like Joseph
I
Boakai
love
did.
him as a player. I love him as a man, but I don't love Jawia as the president because I love the people more than I love Judge Weah. I love the Liberian people.
All right, let the chairman land. Let the chairman land so I can come in too now.
Go ahead.
So let me say something here. You see, we usually look at people because they are good, and we try to make them leaders. Not because I'm good to you or I'm good in the community, so you will just all of a sudden conclude that I'm a good leader. And leadership is a totally different thing. If we are looking for good people to make leader, let's go to the church and start making pastors then to be president for Liberia. Because that didn't want telling us and preaching Holy Ghost fire and laying
injection.
I mean, it can't be injecting whole day.
No, I just injected
man want to talk to.
You will
You're
talk.
on the platform. Let the man land, then you come in
I
later.
just want to inject.
No, you can't be injecting all the time, brother.
Go ahead. Why you want to
He
inject?
talk about pastor.
Uh-huh.
You saw a musician, a gospel musician, who claimed himself to be the gospel musician who was on Facebook. So how are we going to trust our country with these people?
Okay, let me continue.
Go ahead.
Because you guys talking about this person is good, so all of a sudden they are a good leader. All of a sudden they are a good leader. This is good. All of a sudden this person is a good leader. Look, leadership is a totally different game.
No, that's true.
It's a totally different game. Leaders come in so many forms. Look, Joseph Boakai, for almost, I don't know how many years, people want to say 40, people want to say 30, people want to say 25, whatever. If he was a good leader, you will notice it well before he even reached to 60 or 70. The leadership will not hire. Well before he reached to 60, 70, you will see it. As the vice president and head of the Senate, we understand that he cannot vote. He's there to break the tie. However, a good leader will have such an influence in
Good negotiation skills.
In that capacity.
Let the man speak.
In that area, and people will respect him so much so that if the vice president is coming, they will say yes. If the vice president is saying we shouldn't vote on this, if the vice president is taking message from Ellie and cabinet to the Senate floor, he can look at Ellie and tell Ellie, no, this is not right for the country. If she insists, you carry it to the senator and you say, my children, look, you should not make this to be a law. We can't vote on this. Look, your influence is not even showing for almost 12 years as vice president. So you just go and sit over there and you watch the young kids run around because you are old man of wisdom. Just to tell us after 12 years that you, Mr. Boakai, you are a parker and you've been sitting down. Look, who hold your mouth? Who stop you from speaking on these things?
Who stop you from resigning? I thought it says yes.
So because you have all this wisdom, you've been sitting down on this wisdom. The men of so many wisdom. You just sit down on the wisdom to be president. So we can start seeing your wisdom. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Wisdom. We will not make you to be a president because you've been keeping it for almost 12 years. You didn't give it to us. You are being selfish with your wisdom. So saying you kept your wisdom for 12 years, you will take your wisdom to wheresoever you're supposed to take it. You'll retire with your wisdom. We don't need you.
Okay. Now, before you go, I don't want to ask you a question before you go. So, Mr. Chairman, so who do you think the people should gravitate towards comes October 10, 2023? You have not said anything. All you do, you come and lash at the old man, how he shouldn't be president. He's a parked car. He's a moving car. He's not a good leader. So who do you think should be the president, the next president, it comes October 10?
Liberian people I'm saying that the vote is up to them. I do not have a voting card right now, so they can go and make that decision. What I'm going to say here is, in order to change things, CDC and UP, they are not the way forward. That's it. CDC and UP, they are not the way forward. That's it. If they want to look at, if they want to look at commerce, they want to look at Gonglo, they want to look at money bar. There's so many things they can look at. They should do their own study. But if look, there's no need of changing things to go back to UP if you really want to be crying oil around here. Keep it with CDC. If there's a need to be talking about change, then you should look at something outside CDC and UP. You can be talking about change and be going back to UP. UP is not change. Forget that.
Thank you. Volula, can
Right.
you go to the comment section and read that? Then you propound, please.
Oh my goodness.
We nigga a few comments here. GMB all the way. The crowd were well paid. GMB next president. GMB number 2. That's it.
Okay, JMB1, 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 President JMB.
Thank you very much, Volula. Go ahead.
All right. All right. Yeah, my man, I will read the comment. The comment doesn't mean that JMB not win the election. No. No, the comment don't mean that.
Sorry for laughing. I'm sorry, audience. I'm very sorry.
I
I'm
will-
in the lead. I'm sorry.
I will read the
As
comment.
also Lofa County people comment anyway. The comment coming from Lofa County.
No,
It's
that's
about
very
politics.
This platform is not for local content, for the Liberian people. Go ahead, Volula.
Definitely. When Joseph Boyka come to the Liberian people and say, "Oh, I don't have no influence. I didn't have no influence. I was just there." That's a that's a loan should just give the voters that okay, they man tomorrow he will come to us again. He will say that the official name. I'm just a president. I can telling them to do what they're supposed to do. They don't do it. I'm just a president at the official name. So that's what he's gonna do. Joe Biden as vice president. As vice president, one of the toughest of Congress. Both the House of Representatives and the House of Senate under Joe Biden. They were all Republican. Joe Biden penetrated. And Barack Obama was depending on Joe Biden 100%. And with the Obamacare being passed in the House of Senate, it was the influence of Joe Biden. Joe Biden negotiated overnight. Every day he was negotiating with those senators and make it today the Obamacare pass. And we got something what we call Obamacare in the country today because of Joe Biden. And Joseph Boyka as vice president sat there. He said he loved the country so much. He loved the country. But not one, not two, not even 10. 66 of those concessions came in that should open ways for Liberian people, that should are giving Liberian people job today, that should open the agricultural system today in the country that he sees, that he said he so love. The youth. And because of those concessions that didn't pass today, those Booker concession today that make the push in the in the street today like that. If the Liberian those concessions have came in for the people have come in for the people to be employed with their companies and stuff that the youth that on the street today on push they were being busy working and finding food for themselves and not focusing on push. And because of that, and Joseph Boyka sat there. He said the 2 passed first. He didn't say nothing. Even though he said he loved the country, the 3 came and passed, 4 came and passed. He said he loved the country. 10 came and passed, 50 came and passed. Still, he still loved the country, but he didn't say nothing. He's seeing it. He know within he said that it's not good for the Liberian people. He sat there. All those things passed. Today we cry from Kush in even though George Weah is in power, but the root cause of the Kush in the street today is because of those concessions that Joseph Boyka sat there and passed and didn't do nothing. Now let's go to tribal politics. Let's go to tribal politics that UP is running with. Tribal politics, it will slap UP in their face this election. Why am I saying that? They're under focusing right now, they're under campaigning in Masorado and Nima County. The tribal politics, it will show in Nima County. I'm from Nima County. I know, and I'm a man of man from Nima County. I know definitely that the tribal politics will slap the UPs in their face in Nima County. Why am I saying that? Yes, a few months ago, Prince Johnson and people, including the UP partisans, they came up, they attacked the Mandingo people in Nima County. They say the Mandingo people, they should not go close to power. They should not do this. They attacked the Mandingo people. The 2020 senatorial election, Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kuhn, they played serious trouble politics in that county between the Gio and the Mano. Today, the Mano people are disenchanted. The Prince Johnson said the Mano people should not go close to the senatorial position. The Mano people should not go close to the senatorial position. It belongs to the Gio people. That's what Prince Johnson said in that county. Today, and Prince Johnson now is going back there for the same people that he had divided to vote for him as senator in the county. I'm telling you, the Mandingo people, the Mano people, it will slap in the face of Prince Johnson in the United Party. Know that a Gio man running against Prince Johnson in the county for senator, and a Mano man running against Prince Johnson. The Mano vote is secure for the Mano people because Prince Johnson have challenged the Mano people that they should not go close to the senatorial position. The Mano men are in the race. The Mano vote is secure for them. They want to prove to Prince Johnson that Mano men can become senator in the county too as well. And the Gio vote is divided between Prince Johnson and the CDC, United Party now and the CDC, because the other senatorial candidate that is a Gio man running against CDC, running against Prince Johnson, he's from CDC. Ronald Duo, and he's one of the household name in Nima County too. Ronald Duo. So I'm telling you that the Nima County, you should really focus to really win the 900 and some more thousand votes in Maserado. If not, you're done.
I think let me start Ronald Duo. Ronald Duo name, we understand that's a rebel name in Liberia as well. So Liberian people are not gravitating towards that.
Prince Johnson is a rebel name too.
Christian name.
The man got a church.
Okay. I'm calling church. It's a
so, Bolule, you cannot come here and do it on tribal politics where you say, oh, the unity party bringing division.
No, I'm just telling you what the tribal politics you're preaching is going to do to you.
Don't say y'all. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If and only if, according to you, and that which is yet to be proven, that Senator PYJ is running tribal politics in Niba County.
You're not listening, brother.
I'm listening, but I'm saying Prince Johnson is not on a battle bias. He's not.
Prince Johnson running as a senator.
Yeah, that's a senator. So let him preach the senatorial stuff. We are talking about presidential election. Look, if Prince Johnson lost his senatorial seat, would that affect me? No. I never worry about Prince Johnson.
What make you think the people that are going to vote against Prince Johnson want to vote for United Party, knowing very well that when they vote United Party, Prince Johnson will still be in power? Knowing very well that even Prince Johnson lose his senatorial seat, knowing very well that Prince Johnson will still be in power.
I'm not protected.
You are. I'm just doing injecting on.
Thank you for throwing the light. But Prince Johnson is not on the presidential ballot back to say he's gonna be president or vice president. We should be discussing that the Liberian people want to change the change that is affecting them right now. That's what the gravitating towards. We don't care. Prince Johnson has been there for almost 18 years. So if you want to remove it, you talk about Nyan Tuayen. Now I don't hear about Nyan Tuayen anymore. I wish you used to be around here and say Nyan Tuayen.
Everything I say, you say you can't hear about it. Like you're not focusing on the election.
We don't hear about Nyan Tuayen. You had never mentioned Nyan Tuayen over the past 3 months. But let me come to Obamacare. He said Obamacare, it came in, blah blah blah. No, it wasn't even the first term. Obamacare came in the second term. If I'm putting that right, yeah, the second term.
Because even at the second term, who was the vice president?
Hold on. Obamacare, the man was lobbying. I listen to great speakers every time. Obama was lobbying from the beginning of his term. It did not suffer the first term. It came in the second term. At the time he had talked with these people, the Republicans were taking over the House. It was a battle. So the second time when he surfaced, the whole thing came in, and the American people are willing to work with him. The first time Obama first time in America, it wasn't that good. It wasn't good from the beginning.
I don't mean to say this, but let me stop you before you proceed. Please stop that.
Go ahead.
because I was very active with both the Republican and Democrat politics.
Yeah.
Obamacare came into law the first time. Go
The
ahead.
first term.
Absolutely. Obamacare came into law 2010. And that was why the Democrat, that was why the Republican beat the Democrat in the May 10 election. But it passed into law. It came
Thank
into
you
law.
for that correction, but I kept following. Maybe it
No,
was down minute to time. If that is it, no
no,
problem. But
it
the
was
issue is
2010.
what
It was
I
not
read.
just Obamacare that Biden was influential on. Biden was influential on the auto industry, a lot of things. But go ahead.
But it became in 2010 that was down minute to time as well.
No, it
The
was not
thing
happening to
the
time.
guy he took power in 2008, and then 2010.
Power
That's
2009.
2000 or 2008.
He was inaugurated 2009, my man.
2009. Go ahead.
All right, 2009, 2012, no problem. But the issue is, oh yeah, that's that 4 year. That's that 4 year. So anyway,
2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. 4 years. What are you talking about? Inauguration of 2009. Go ahead, my man.
all right, go on. Okay, but the issue is when y'all coming with his information, I don't think those things are factual. Indeed, it wasn't just the beginning that everything surfaced. Let's go back to Liberian politics. Liberian politics is very important to us. And moreover, I want for the stress on a little bit on the 100K that was given to Nya and his people, the Yula group. Nya Vurula, you serve as representative from the Indiana branch to that of
I was
Yula.
2 years ago. I was not part of Yula. 2 years ago, I was not part of Yula.
Yeah, but now you are there. So Nya Vurula, with this current Yula stuff, what is the change that you are bringing to the people, the people in the diaspora when it comes to Yula? What is your voice that you are using towards these things? Because they are being brought. So that means the election, even in Liberia, is not fair enough because the Yula have taken bribery, not to talk against the government of Liberia. What you gonna say about that?
Eh, I open my statement with that. This coming Saturday, Liberian people in the diaspora will be assembling in the city of brotherly love in Philadelphia to elect new leader, Yula president, and the current leadership appealing to the Liberian people to retain them. And I'm saying to the Liberian people that will be traveling from all over the country to go to Philadelphia to elect new Yula president, I'm telling them this is what this current leadership have done. And we have been talking about it for the past time we met in Yula. That the current leadership have created that scene that Yula has lost her credibility on the body politics of Liberia in Liberia. And secondly, we elected our personal campaign for the current leadership for them to come to power on the ground of change. And one of my requests to them at that time was, we need a place. We need Yula Village in Liberia where it will be like a recreation center where, for young people to go there and learn, or to go there and release stress, like a park, like a vocational school, or a vocational center, or rehabilitation center, something like that. Yula have that power to raise funds in this diaspora to create that center there. But since since the current administration came to power, Yula have lost her credibility to the 40s. Yula were not even that strong when they came in. They even make it more worse when they came in. They make it worse because why? When they invited, or how you call him, Nathaniel Magay at that time as a presidential state of presidential affair in Liberia, he came in. He gave Yula $100,000 in Minnesota on the inauguration of this current administration, and promised them that Yula will be in the annual budget of Liberia. If you do such thing, if you do such thing, what are you telling me? That anything I do, you will be for me because why? You sponsoring me. We're seeing that in Africa. The Western world supporting Africa. They want for Africa to pass gay right. So they threaten Africa that, oh, I'm supporting you. I will withdraw my aid if you don't sign a gay right. And that's the same thing the Liberian government have done to Yula. So we are saying we need change in Eula. Come this Saturday, September the 16th, Eula should be on a change move. And there should be a new leadership that will drive us to that change.
Thank you very much. The number to call is 317-717-1162. If you are under the voice of Opie Table, the number to call is 317-717-1162. Number chairman.
I mean, I can speak much about Yula because I mean, yeah, is right there. I mean, I expect him to be sitting on the facts pertaining to Yula because he is a representative of Yula, and that is troubling. If Yula is taking a 100K from this current government, which means Yula is in the pocket of the government. The type of change that Yan is talking about, we need to see it in Liberia. The truth of the matter is, the people back home, they were always doing elections and all this time. They will always talk to us and tell us about not having a voting card and doing all these things. But they really cannot comprehend or understand the things we are doing back home. And not we will not always say the things we are doing back home, whether it's individually or whether it's in a general setting or whatsoever, because the thing is sometimes you really don't need to say these things because as long as you are changing lives back home is important, and that's why it's important. So ULA, as a mother organization in these United States, should not be in the pocket of government and just taking money here and eating it here and just enjoying it here. The fact of the matter that the people taking money from way back home and bringing it to you here when you all should be working and be trying to earn your own money and take it back home is wrong. It's very wrong. That's number one thing. You shouldn't be taking money from the government here. You should be taking money from here to carry back home to implement projects to change lives. But when few people come together in leadership, the first thing they think about is their pocket, and that's wrong. That's very wrong. So next weekend, like Jan said, Liberians should go out there and change them. Should change them. They should change them because they are not doing what they're supposed to do as leaders. And that's very important.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, let me ask you this question, then I will elaborate a little bit. So you said there will be an election. You like election. So who should the Liberian people under my voice in the Americas gravitate towards when it comes to you like election?
It's two candidates in the race so far that I know of. It's the current president, Shehu Kamara, and there's another guy who I know very well that the change that we are yearning for, he will bring the change. And I'm actually, for him,
Who is
and
this
I'm
guy?
pushing him. His name is Dao Kamara,
Can you call it
Mohammed
so the
Dao
Liberian people
Kamara.
can vote Dawo Kamara
Yep.
for no corruption?
On our July is that the July 26 program? On the July 26 program, the flyer that you see all over on the table everywhere, it was his sticker that I put all over on the July 26 program table, and I advertised him there that day.
Uh-huh.
He's a very good guy. He was once upon a time a president of Unico here in America, and he did extremely well, and he have his own consulting agency, about 4 or 5 of them from New York to other states as well. He have it. He run his own thing here. I know he will do well. He's a leader, and I've seen the leadership ability in him. He and his team are ready to drive that change, and their appeal is transformation and bringing credibility back to Eula. And I'm seeing this is what Eula really need at this time. It's not just the political talk, but I think I know very well that they're going to do that. And we're going to hold their feet to the fire. We the young people, a lot of young people, I can see a lot of young people gravitating towards him from Georgia to from Minnesota, from Texas, from Iowa. A lot of young folks are gravitating towards him. So if you see young progressive people behind you, know that you should do the right thing. If not, we will flip.
So Mr. Volula, I know we'll stay on you So this man, you are supporting this man. So are you You said next week is a. I mean, next weekend is the election, right?
Yep, yep. This
Uh,
coming Saturday, September the 16th.
so we before the people vote this this young man you're talking about. I don't know if he's a young man, he's an old man, but before they vote this man, do you think that you we can interview him before the election because we want to vote somebody
Yes,
that we know?
yes. He
Can
willing to
you come
appear
to
here.
him to appear on OP table? If it can be made, we can create means so that we can see the Yula man that you're talking about.
Yeah,
Is
he
he
willing to
willing
appear.
to listen to the people
He
on
willing
OP
to
table?
appear. He willing to appear.
Do that and we can see how best we can talk to the chairman if we can create a platform so we can try to question tag this young man or this old man. I don't know him. So it's something that we cannot elect people that we don't know. So we want to listen to his expose, what is on his mind, what is his agenda for Liberian people in the Americas. So let me come in a little bit to Yula.
Man, I have to run because I get my Nima Kante meeting today to go for.
Yeah,
So
we'll soon be closing. We'll soon be
yeah,
closing, wrapping up.
we're coming close. So the Yula people, to the people of Yula, the president and that of the vice president or chairman, however you call yourself, secretary of Yula, to all of you, I'm the Greater Eswazi, I'm in Indianapolis. There's a caveat. We shall not subscribe to corruption. Yula in the Americas, the people in the diaspora here, we shall not subscribe to corruption. Corruption is what killing us in Liberia. That's a message to Yula. Yula, listen to me very well. Yeah, honor my voice. This is a great advice again. Once more, a caveat to the leadership of Yula. You cannot take money from the government of Liberia to keep silent. We don't trust your leadership anymore. According to my brother Young Buru, is a panelist on the show. And he also a member of Yula, representative from Indiana to Yula. So if you give us information, we know the information is factual. You cannot take money to keep your mouth shut. We are not here to be bought. We shall not subscribe to your corrupt practices that you carry on in the Americas. We are people that believe in change. We hate corruption. We the Liberian in America. So if Yula have done that, Yula, Liberian people, it's a shame on you, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Secretary, or whoever, or Financial Secretary, whoever you call yourself. You have to stop these things because the people in Liberia listen to us very well. That's why Liberia is not changing. That's the same thing in my own community. When I go against certain things, people lash at me because I don't subscribe to corruption. I believe even though my mom or my dad doesn't pay tax or pay dues in this community, but I have to stand in the gap of the people whose voice will not be heard. And that's where we stand. I will not. So Yula, to you, Mr. President, we say if the allegation that Yan brought here, if it is true, we say you should refrain from these things.
I'm surprised that you didn't hear it. Joe, I think you heard it about during the inauguration. That's what Montana Magay did, right?
Yeah,
And,
my dear,
and it's wrong. 100K, that is very wrong. That's why Liberia is not going nowhere. We got to stop these things. They said they want change in Liberia. They sit there and make noise on Facebook. They said they want change. And is this how you bring it change? By taking money from the people who are not serving the people right? It's a shame to us, we in the diaspora, to the leadership of Yula. Go ahead, Mr. Fulula, so we can wrap it up and try to get out of here because
close. So we can close.
my cousin, Roland Kwe, baby just turned 1 year, so it's a birthday. Happy birthday, shout to you.
We'll pass to the park,
Yeah.
there. Yeah, we had to go grace the occasion.
Yeah, happy birthday, shout to you. So you,
Yes.
Romario, I know Romario or something. Tell her that, no problem. Brilliant. Go ahead, Fulula, so we can depart this place. The brand people can't hold it too long.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to the chairman and to all of our listeners. Without you, we would not be here to be talking plenty.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here and listening to all of the plenty talk. At least with all the plenty talk, take one or two things from there and and digest it. We are here to learn from one another, to to conscientize the minds of our people, especially back home. as they are getting prepared to go to the election, and to also conscientize the Liberians in the diaspora here as they are getting prepared to hit the ground of the city of the brotherly love to elect new Eula leader. They should go there with the mindset of change, and that change, it should not be the current leadership and even the past leadership as well. And the same thing should happen in Liberia, not current leadership nor past leadership as well. They should move forward. Joseph Baga is not an option. George Weah is not an option. Liberian people, y'all collect the money they're sharing y'all. I know y'all keeping it quiet. We all know that Edizana Kumis is the way forward. Y'all vote Edizana Kumis for better Liberia. This man come in with tangible. He know that we all know that he will deliver. When you ask about 5 Liberians today, who do you think credible to bring change in the country? They will say about 4 of them will say Edizana B. Kumis. But when they say who is popular, they will say Joseph Barker and George Weah. Are we going for popularity or are we going for the change that we are longing for? So these are the things that we should look for. You know, yeah. So it's fine, my brother. Don't laugh with it.
No,
It is
no, no. I just mind.
it is fine. If you are Fufa Liberian today who is credible and very much prepared to bring the change to develop Liberia, they will say Edizana Bikumis. But when they ask them who is popular, Edizana Bikumi is not part of it. I want you to know that popularity have failed us massively. Popularity have brought tears to our eyes. Popularity have kept us hungry for a long time. Popularity have put the Liberian school system, some part of the rural area where you go there, people still sitting on their block, students still sitting on their block in to learn. Teachers when they leave the classroom, they are all dusty up, with truck while we're dealing with markers and permanent markers then for Blackboard. We're still using trucks, so I know who the manufacturer are still creating truck at this time. When that manufacturer change their mind and move on to permanent marker, I know how Liberia will be like. So we need a transformation in Liberia. And that transformation this time is Edis Cummings. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Chairman, do you want me to go? Then you close.
Oh, God. No, I mean, who started stuff because I don't think I can end it on my side.
I can
I
end
think
it.
it cannot end on my side for some
Now,
reason.
can you end it as well?
Yeah, I can end
I
it.
think you guys gotta wait for us to finish, then you can
Yeah,
end
I
it.
will wait. I will hang around.
Yeah, because I can end it on my side. I mean, I came in late.
Do you
But
want me to go or you go?
let me go, then you can go, then y'all will end it, please.
All right.
I will just be short. Well, thanks to everyone listening. Thank you to Famata. Thank you to Chef Fire. Thank you to James Carter. Thank you to D. Ure. I can be serious sometimes. Life is not all about being serious, D. So, but yeah, the truth of the matter is, Liberia is all we have. We have to be serious about Liberia sometimes, and the politics that is going on right now. In few weeks, we hope Liberians can make the right decision. It's up to every one of us. I mean, we can just talk. We all have our opinions. We all have people we love, and parties that we're going to support. But if Liberia is going to do better, every one of us will be happy. If not, we keep singing the same song over and over and over. For too long, Liberians, and you have been stuck in one place. No good drinking water, no good light, no good roads, nothing good going for you. But when you see politicians, you run beyond them, you sing songs, you lash out at one another, and you do the same thing over and over and over. It's time for us to be serious. It's because we're not serious back home. That's why when your friend bought a beer bottle, you call him Paku and you call him Big Brother. And even though the person is younger than you, because the money is in the pocket of few, very few. You should learn to take yourself important And when you learn to take yourself important, you will take your vote important. I don't believe in running behind politicians. All the crap politics, I don't believe in that. I hope that the politicians will somehow feel sorry for us. I beg. They should feel sorry for us. Why it's going to be George Weah? Why it's going to be Joseph Boyka? Why it's going to be Cummins? Why it's going to be Gonglo? They should feel sorry for us. Whoever, please, we tired. We tired of suffering. It's true that Liberian sometimes we make it to feel like we are so used to suffering, but we are really tired. We tired of suffering. We are tired of suffering. We are tired. And I'm saying we because we are all there. Because the father of the matter, don't say I'm in the diaspora, so I'm not suffering. I'm suffering as well because if my people are back home and I have people back home asking me, I myself too, I'm suffering. My pocket is suffering. So we are all tired of suffering. So please make a good decision this year. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, as we go closely towards the election, October 10th, 2023, my advice for the Liberian people. I know the Liberian people have suffered enough, like the chairman stated, that we have struggled and we are still struggling since 1847. The Liberian people have been struggling. There's no good roads, literacy, the school system. To some places, at least, they're not using chalk anymore. Some places. That's not what we want. We want it to be everywhere. But this is the thing. Comes October 10th, 2023. The way forward. I'm urging you, Liberian people. I know you are already resolved. I know you know what you want. I don't have to tell you. You know, it is bad to deal with novice. Then it is bad to deal with novice than to deal with somebody who already have experience. That's what's suffering us today. You can see that example of the CDC-led government. This is not a soccer field. I understand. The gentleman can play the ball very well. I know. The gentleman can dance booga very well. I'm aware. And the other gentlemen know how to sell Coca-Cola very well. We are aware. That's why I urge him to go to the private sector. I'm in America. I'm not working for the government, and I live very well. The private sector create jobs. If you feel you love the people of Liberia, why can't you help them through the private sector? Why can't you create jobs through the private sector? You don't have to be president of the Republic of Liberia, Mr. Alexander B. Cummins, before you can bring change to the people of Liberia. Mr. Cummins, you are good in the private sector. If you become one of the CEOs in the private sector in Liberia, the Coca-Cola will be everywhere. The Pepsi will be everywhere. You will employ people. People will work and they will get money. You don't have to go to the executive mansion before you bring change to the people of Liberia. If need be, if you are the CEO for the Pepsi company that you will create in Liberia, you hire a lot of people. The Liberian people see the need be that you become a president, they will petition you, Mr. Alexander B. Cummins. So you, Mr. CDC, Judge, we are the incumbent president. I urge you to stop with these false allegations against Joseph Boakai, who is the next president of the Republic of Liberia. We said no to that cheap politics. We will not subscribe. Shall not subscribe to that. I'm sitting here in Indianapolis and I'm telling you what I believe in politics is not because you hate somebody. Then you go say things that will affect them in the election. We don't do that. And the other time, I think I listened to John McCain and that of Mr. Obama when they were having a debate. When somebody says something against Obama, McCain said, no, he's not that president. He's a good man. And that's what we need for the African politics as well. It's not because I'm against you to say things against you that is not factual. Like my brother, Mr. Vodula, is say bringing somebody Photoshop He
My man, I
said
gotta go.
he said that's the vice president, the former vice president. No, that's not the former vice president. That's not him. So we have to start bringing these fake newspaper here to fool the Liberian people. Comes October 10, I want to conclude.
We got to go before we make Jan to post the picture again, bro.
No, we're not posting that. Vote Joseph Yuma Buakai,
My man, we gotta go, please.
President,
We
October
gotta
10,
go.
2023. Thank you very much.
Yeah, please post the
You want to play
picture.
the music now? The theme song?
What the music playing? Yeah, can post the picture.
No, yeah, you can't post that. Please don't. Yeah, please.
You
Yeah.
know that thing not true. You know.
No, it's not.
Let's deny.
Yeah, it's not true.
The
Don't
music
do that.
on.
Bulula, please do not. Yeah, you can't post that picture. You cannot post that picture. You cannot post the picture, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook Live. Yeah, Bulula cannot post picture. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I will get a UDA candidate. I will get a UDA candidate. I will
Well,
ask
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, it's a pleasure indeed to be on the table with the Honorable Chairman Kisa Jr. and that of the favorite son of Nibakante. Jan Bulula was recently on True FM in Liberia. Jan Bulula is a true politician, a true revolutionary who believe in change. But Jan Bulula gave our information that was factual, but no problem. Comes October 10, 2023, vote one, vote all. Vote UP. We are going up. We're not coming down, oh, my people.
The Grand Kema people too having something, I believe.
Oh, that's tonight.
Grand Kema.
They're having a
Grand Kema Association
Yeah, the
in the
Kamatinians.
Americas.
Fatima
The Grand
is the
Kema
vice president.
Association in the Americas. Having an event. Secretary General, Finance Secretary, Fatima Famula. Thank you very much, Fatima Famula. We'll be there today to create the occasion. Fatima Famula, we say we love you. Finance Secretary of this community, Fatima Famula. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. OP table. OP table. The chairman have been doing a lot of things, Google things in this community. He keep OP table OP. Even though me and Jan Brule, we are slaggy, but the chairman doing well. Chairman, kudos to you. Thank you very much.
I think the people at the park already. It's a cassava leaf competition. If you can pass there, you can pass there. Grand Kema. That's about it. That's about it. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here on Open Table. Yeah, you can keep that picture. Maybe you can use that picture.
No, you cannot keep that picture. It's Photoshop.
That picture
Now like you'll be general anytime soon.
That picture is actually from the news. That picture is actually from the newspaper.
No, you can't be bringing picture like that.
It's okay.
You.
It's okay. Loba different foes is okay. But I don't believe, I reject that George Weah to go from Joseph Burger here. I want to reject that lie. That lie.
Okay, we gotta end this stuff. We gotta
go. Bye. See you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening.